Yo, what up? It's Canadian Underdogs, Sound Bros, and my guest today.
JC Subliminal, how you doing?
Hell yeah, man. What's up? Where we at right now, bro?
So we are at Two Track Entertainment Studios. Some people are familiar with here. I know a lot of artists in the city record here. You know, there's a few producers that make some of their beats here. It's a great place. I record a lot of my music here as well. So,
how many has on your new album, which I'm gonna get straight into, was it recorded all here?
Actually, this album that we're putting out, by the way, just came out. The Truth, we're plugging it. Get it? You know, holler at me. It's at jcsubliminal.com exclusively right now before it hits iTunes. So you know, I'm shipping it worldwide to whoever. This album was actually made at my buddy Vago's house. So some people out there too maybe are familiar with Vago, producer extraordinaire, amazing fellow. Check him out from the Technicians Music. So he made this whole album in full, actually, all the beats. And then we had some engineering help from Jamie Q's to do the mixing and mastering in the end.
North Van Creative
Yeah,
Studios.
Creative Studios. So got that nice polished sound. Shouts out to Jamie. What's up? And yeah, here we are. We got it out, and I'm really excited to share it with everybody. So.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I'm just looking at the cover. It's fucking dope. But
Thank
like,
you.
another cool thing I saw was when I looked at the tracks. Yeah, it featured JD Era.
Yeah,
How'd that happen?
You know, shout to Vago on that one. You know, I don't know JD personally. Actually, it was more, you know, Vago knew him through musical stuff. But when he sent this song, I had recorded this song already, and I had an intention to get a real good female singer that later on we got Georgia Marie to sing on it.
Yes,
but at the time she wasn't on it yet, and he heard the lyrics. It was based off the lyrics, really. He heard it and was like, fuck, you know. He didn't really spawn with anything to say about the lyrics, but he was like, yeah, I'm down, you know, this is...
Yeah.
So we assumed he thought it was fire, and he jumped on board, and you know, we got it done. And then Georgia Marie came on board after, and she laced up the vocals, and she did a great job. Like every, you know, true artist, like every verse that she did, or I should say chorus, she records it original every time. She doesn't just record one chorus and punch it through. She like did every chorus original, so the power just kept building through the song. And you know, JD came with the last verse, and it was a great track. So decided to put it out and let people hear it. Yeah,
that's crazy. I knew these 2 names. I was like, damn, like, I was gonna get straight up what's going on.
Yeah, so shouts out to Georgia if she sees this.
Hell yeah. Well, who else are you working with right now?
Right now, like, you know, we're in Two Track Entertainment Studios, so I'm working with my man Denton right now. We're working on some new stuff. It's right now it's an EP, but it might turn into another album. So, but like feature-wise, I've been just doing a lot of stuff solo, but I do have a new song that we're working on also. That's almost finished with DJ Genius, who's a 4 or 5-time DMC champ of Vancouver. I think he's the only DMC champ from Vancouver that's won 5 times in a row like that. But he's actually featured on my song coming out called Everything, and he scratches on it, and it's a sick track, so I'm stoked to get that one out. It's coming out probably in the new year, 2016. So.
Hell yeah. Well, for people who don't know what DMC is, can you explain?
DMCs is the, so basically if you're a DJ and you like scratching and doing all that kind of funky shit on the decks, you can go into a competition that's around, I don't know what DMC stands for. It's like, you know, turntable, basically the turntable championships, right? DMC is the turntable championships of the world, and he actually won 5 times, I think, for Canada, and then he went to like New York or wherever you go after and battle other guys. So I don't know if he won those ones, but he did win Canada title 5 times in a row. He might have gone even national, international. You know, you talk to Genius on that level, but I know he's got some badges, and he's a true vet when it comes to the DJ art. So we got him laced on that track, Everything, and be on the lookout for that.
Hell yeah, man. What made you start rapping?
I don't know, man. It was crazy. Like, I always think back to the day of like listening to Wu-Tang a lot, and I was like, I really was inspired back then when I first heard 36 Chambers, and you know, it was like, wow, this is so different. You know, I'm listening to Nirvana and rock music and whatnot. Always a musical cat. I liked music. My dad was a musician. You know, always played guitar with us, and we'd always sing along with him and stuff. And it just kind of like one day kind of clicked. Like, I was listening to Wu-Tang, everything was growing on me, and then it's like, man, I should just like, you know, maybe the raps kind of started in my head, and I started writing a little bit, and then writing down words that rapped, and then next thing you know, I'm kind of like muttering them, and I don't know, kind of like designed a knack for it in a way, like kind of like, okay, let's see if I can do this, to the point where it was like, got ahead of me, where I'm like, go to house parties and start spitting raps, and people are like, holy fuck, man, and I'm like, oh, I gotta chill out, what happened there? It felt like it wasn't me, like, what happened there, how did I do that? So then eventually it felt like I you know, tapped into some sort of a gift maybe, or something you could say one day was like, hey, this is actually my knack or something. And, you know, eventually as I developed and learned how to own that skill, you know, won some battle championships and titles, and used to be a freestyle battler like crazy back in the day and shit, you know. Shouts to Fresh Coast and all that. I haven't done no KOTD back in the day. Still, there's still straight, you know, freestyle battles, right? I was still straight freestyle battler like that, but, you know, so that was part of progression, doing that, and then after winning some titles and stuff, like, it was just, I was always making music, but that progression of being like, I want to be a true artist, I want to make lots of music, I want to sing, I want to do this and this and this. So it was just kind of like it happened. I didn't really choose to be it. It's something like, you know what I mean? Like they say, like, you know, you're destined or something, or like in life, you know, it's like, for me, it was kind of like, I didn't choose to be a musician. It just kind of found me or something. In a way, you know what I mean? Yeah. So in a way, it suits me. Like when people listen to my music, I think they're like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, you're supposed to make this music shit. That's what you do. I hope so, at least. So that's how it feels in the soul and spirit. So that's what it's about.
Hell yeah. Well, is this album out yet, or is it?
Yeah, so it is out. It's in hard copy.
Yeah.
Basically, what I did is it's not on iTunes yet. The Truth album, here it is. I'm gonna plug it up there, give you a look at it. But yeah, it's not on iTunes yet. We were like trying to we were shopping for some distro and different things. We were trying to reach out to get it to a bigger level because we had some names on it, because of the quality of the music. It actually took us close to 2 years, I think, to make this product. Like, I actually put out an album OG last year, but I was still making this album while I put that one up, because this was like my real one. I was like, oh man, this is the one I'm really putting my everything into. And I also want to say shouts out to Andreas on this album. He's on it. Latin artist from the city, Van City. Shouts to Andreas. Niles, who was actually, I think, last year or 2014's Coca-Cola runner-up. He was like second place for that big, humongous like singer. Yeah, he was that. He was that Indo-Canadian cat or whatever. I don't, you know, maybe he's Fijian, but anyways, you know, he was the guy that the runner-up. Yeah. And he won that. So shouts to Niles. He's fucking tight singer. And also we got on this album, like they said, Georgia Marie and JD. So it's pretty tight, you know, tight click. This is pretty much, you know, me with a couple of features, but it is what it is, and it's definitely we put our all into it. So we're excited about it. So quality, you can tell that
yeah, thanks. You put a lot of time into it, you know.
Yeah, a lot of efforts for sure. Like, always try to do like kind of quality. My kind of thing is, you know, a lot of quality over quantity. Like, it might take me a while sometimes to put stuff out, but I'm like, I want to put out some of my best work and shit like that. So
hell yeah. Yeah. I don't want to take much of your time. I know you got a little studio session right now. Respect. So if there's any last remarks,
yeah, man, just, you know, just shout out to everybody in the city making music, man. It's all good. Like, you know, it's all love. Been doing this a long time, and I'm excited to see all the new growth, especially with even singing myself. You know, look out for some of my new songs, Twisted Woman, or go on my SoundCloud and check out my new song that I actually sing called Intoxicated. So you know, it's not just about hip hop these days. We're doing everything. Like, it's about singing. It's about just really, you know, diving into your spirit and your soul and making good music, and just making the art and progressing it, and then coming together in the city, you know, with the homies here, and letting people know what time it is, and letting them know what we're doing. And, you know, one love to everybody out there. Shouts out.
Yeah. Shout outs to Ghost for the Fade.